Alrighty. Yo, welcome to the Internet People Podcast. No, I'm just funny. I'm just messing with you. All right, welcome to the Kenyon Long Podcast, man. It is your host. This junk is like in the way. I was just like, it's been a minute, man. And guess what? It's your boy Kenyon Long. My head's like turned to the side here, but we are live. That's right, man. Standing on business. I'm out here standing on business. So do like your mama does. I feel like it's like I don't want to relive the 90s. It's like I don't know if I need to take the hat off. I need a haircut. I just came back. I just don't want to. No, I love the 90s. I want to just keep it real. I love the 90s, of course, but I don't want my hat turned to the side. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to show my age. It's just like my hat looks, I don't know if it's the camera here. I don't know if it's the camera here. But look, man, check it out. It's the Kenyon Long Podcast. It is your boy Kenyon Long here. Do like your mama does and your cousin does too. Hit that subscribe button, fam. And of course, you already know we're on all podcast platforms because we are podcast agnostic. So wherever you're in India, you're in China, and you have your favorite podcast app, yo, man, I don't discriminate. You know what I mean, player? A player gonna play. All right, a player gonna play, man. So go ahead and listen to whatever app you choose. I don't care. Now, it could be Spotify. It could be Apple. And your boys on both of that, man. But you already know YouTube Music is using podcasts, man. So shouts out to you if you paying that money for that YouTube Music to listen to dope music from some of my fellow rappers out there, the good ones. And for those that are, listen to your boy, man. Listen to the podcast, man. So I appreciate you, man. We back for another episode, man. We are live, man. It's it's been a minute since I've been live on anything. So I know, look, I get it. Nobody's here right now. It's okay. I didn't let anybody know I was gonna be live, and that's like, look at my muscles. My muscles looking good. You need to watch the YouTube video. Go to podcast. Go to Kenyon Long Podcast on YouTube. Make sure you watch the muscles, boy. The boy being in the gym, boy. Shouts out to Dallas, of course. Shouts out to Dallas, man. And I just feel like this thing is in the way. Let me just move this. There we go. I just want to see my mouth. I need to see my mouth move. What that mouth do? Shouts out to Dallas, man. I just came back from Dallas and Houston. Lord Jesus. My first time ever been in Houston, man. Lord. We're going to talk about that, man. We're going to talk about Houston. We're going to talk about this Dallas trip, man. We're going to talk about T.I. and his son, King. I'm standing on business. All right. So you already know, man. Make sure you follow me all over social media, man. On Facebook at Kenyon Comedy. On Instagram at Kenyon Long. On Twitter at Comedy Kenyon. And, of course, man, Facebook. Did I already say Facebook? Yes. TikTok at Kenyon Comedy as well. You already know that's the biggest page. Check out the Kenyon Long YouTube channel. That channel is the Sketch channel. And, of course, the Digital Content Shows channel as well. Well, one of them. All right. Future one coming. We're still working on that, man. And so make sure you support that. But you can just hit the link tree and that gets you everywhere, fam. Of course. And support me everywhere, man. Support me everywhere. Everywhere, man. Just don't be like, yo, man, you got 500,000 views on YouTube, but yo, where that Lambo at? Where that Yaris at? You know what I mean? I'm like, 500,000 on shorts, not 500,000 on YouTube longs, man. So we working on doing YouTube longs, man. And I know it's just a crazy time in life right now. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's a crazy time, man. So, I'm trying to be consistent enough. You try to get people to work with you. So, yeah, check out the skit When Your Boss Calls You on Vacation. That was a collab with Tony Cobain and this funny guy, Robert. Two big social media influencers. Both of them got like 500K views. And so make sure you check that out, man. Plus, all the other skits, man. I did drop a new skit this week, man. So make sure you check that out, fam, as well. And, of course, Battle Snacks is coming as well. New episode of Battle Snacks, man. And, I'm just working on Flow State. Flow State is done for the rest of the year. The hip-hop improv show Flow State. But you can watch it on my Patreon. That's right, my Patreon. The male OnlyFans. That's right. The male OnlyFans is Patreon. You know what I mean? We ain't stripping or nothing on there. We just dropping content. You know what I mean? Uncut content. You know what I mean? So that's what that is. So make sure you do that, man. Support the Patreon, man, at Kenyon Long. And I appreciate you, man. We are live on Twitch right now at Kenyon Long. I ain't been on live on Twitch on Kenyon Long in a minute. So shouts out Twitch on Kenyon Long. Make sure you do that. I know you guys, some of you guys are on Kick, some of you guys are on Rumble. You know, your boy get muted and canceled all the time. So, you know, maybe I need to look into those other places. So yeah, check it out on Twitch, man. I'm on Twitch, man. Holla at your boy. I did get the new Call of Duty, but I'm not playing it like my boy Eric Griffin there. You know what I mean? I don't know him. I'm just saying. I'm a Call of Duty, man, Modern Warfare 3, but I'm not playing it right now on stream, man. We'll see one day. One day, man, we'll get back into it, man. But it's just a lot of moving parts right now. You know, the actor strike ended. It ended. And I still don't have an acting gig. But that's neither here nor there, man. It is literally all about YouTube. But let's just talk about the Texas two-step. The Texas two-step, man. I was down in Dallas, man. I got a chance to go to the Dallas Comedy Club and perform improv. I don't know why my mic is super hot, man. I do apologize. Just as soon as maybe I need to turn it down. Yeah, it's like super hot. I was like, hey, yo! You know what I mean? That mic is super hot. So, yeah, I was in Dallas, man. Yeah, I got family members down in Dallas, man. I got college classmates down in Dallas. So, I went to Dallas. I went to Houston first, but let's get to Dallas. I went to Dallas second and performed at the I just did an improv, did a little bit of improv at the Dallas Comedy Club. And somebody recognized me from LA. So shouts out to Brittany, man. Shouts out to Brittany, Britt, you know what I mean? So shouts to her. She's like, yo, we used to do this thing in LA. And so, yeah, it was fun, man. I mean, I was just out there just kind of getting away from LA, man, because you got to get away from LA. It could be the same for like New York. That's the only places I heard like you got to get away. New York because of cold. Chicago, like 3 places you got to get away from. New York because it's get cold. Chicago because it gets really cold, and then like LA, not because it get cold. It's cool. It's gonna be 40 degrees tonight. Actually, it's 40. It's nighttime right now. It's gonna be 40 degrees. So I was just like, ooh, I need to get my leather. The leather I had on in Dallas, I need to get my leather. So my pleather, as this girl said, you know, that ain't for that's pleather. I was like, all right, damn girl, okay, calm down, damn heifer. So in Dallas, man, have fun, man. Well, just kind of chilled out. I don't really say have fun, but you know, grinding on YouTube, grinding on the business, man, and just been doing Flow State for 4 months. We had a 4-month run in Hollywood. Once again, you can watch those shows on Patreon. Support the Patreon at Kenyon Long, patreon.com/Kenyon Long. Make sure you do that, man. $5 or whatever you want to pay. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I'm tired. I had 4 shows. I did that. You know, I need to get away. So I went to Dallas, kicked it with the homie. And Dallas is a different world. Texas is a different world. It's a different world. You know what I mean? Like I went there and I did go to a speakeasy. We have a speakeasy in LA called Dirty Laundry. And I can't never get to it because the number of white girls that go there, it's in Hollywood. And like the white girls be filling up Dirty Laundry. Like they outside and you can't get in. So if you don't know what a speakeasy is, all right, back in the Prohibition era, I feel like I'm like your history teacher. You know, when alcohol was banned, they had these secret entrances and these downloads. I was down low. It ain't Atlanta. Dude, I'm going to a speakeasy in Atlanta. Like, a down low speakeasy. Hey, yo, that could be a name of a speakeasy in Atlanta. If I'm trying to make money off of people in Atlanta, welcome to the down low. You know what I mean? Like, look, I'm just here to get the money. All right, I'm getting the money. Hey, everybody pay. Everybody, I'm looking for the green. I don't care what your preference is. What your preference? So speakeasy, man, pretty much usually it has like a hidden door, right? Dirty Laundry has a laundry setup. I wish I could pull it up. Maybe let's see if we can pull it up, man, because we live. Dirty, and I like to show stuff. Dirty Laundry. Dirty Laundry, Speak Easy. St. Petersburg. Oh man, they got a little thing going on. Let's see. We can share this, and you guys will just hear me. Let's see. There we go. I just really want to see images though. I'm gonna be honest with you. This looks like the one in Texas, almost. Kind of, sort of. No, they didn't have those chairs out here. Let's see if we can just get some images. Cause I don't have my video. So here we go. This is similar to the one in Texas, in Dallas. It was actually in Fort Worth, and it's 3 doors, right? It's 3 doors, and you got to pick which one. Now, this one says, sorry, out of order. That's the one. That's the one right there. That's the one right there. So you pick that one, and you open it up, and it's a door. And let's just see. That's pretty cool. And it looked like this. The Dallas one looked like this, right? You walk in, it was like a couple of chairs. It was pretty small, too. And pretty cool. And they have a mixologist there. And they have like laundry all over. I don't have my Instagram. My Instagram profile is at Dirty Laundry, but I think it's gonna be too small for y'all to even look at it. So all you need is mojitos. So it's pretty unique, man. This is an experience. You know what I mean? This is a pretty big one though. I don't know where that is, St. Petersburg. So I don't know. I think because I always wanted a house that had a secret entrance that you seen. I think some other people on MTV Cribs had it. So I think that's why I just started going to speak it. And I ain't been to a lot. Because in Hollywood, man, they are just packed, bro. They in Koreatown, they are packed. So you gotta I went one for my birthday a couple years ago. I took my boy that live in Dallas. I took him. And this one had like a lady sitting on the bed. And he ain't never been to a speakeasy at that point. Now he says he's been to one. And the lady sitting on the bed and she's telling you a story. And she's like 1920s dressed up, with a big flowery dress. And she's sitting there fanning herself. Well, gentlemen, I just say. And so my boy's like, we about to hit this? I was like, dude, what? He was just so weirded out. And then the bed opens up, the floor opens up and you see stairs come down. I don't know how she stuck to the bed. I guess she's cabled to it, but she's just yeah. Her hotel is just all right, see you. Enjoy your time here. And it's these little tiny stairs you go down and it's a bar down there. And I think a fire pit. So I forgot the name of that joint, but I went there for my birthday one year. And then this year, I went to, let's see if I can find this, Speakeasy in Long Beach. Now, Speakeasy Long Beach. I don't know what the name of that joint is. I don't even know. But this joint was like an original Speakeasy. It was like an original Speakeasy. I was just like, oh, okay, this look like this been here since alcohol was banned. And you walk in that joint, it was a telephone. I don't know if this is it. There was a bar you walk into. This is it. This is it right here. There was a bar you walk into, and then there was this telephone right here. Let me blow this up because it's joint like small in the mud. Small in the mud, bruh. And so you see this telephone, you pick up the telephone, you get the password from Yelp, and then they tell you what the password is like an hour before. Pick up the phone, you tell them the password, and you walk through this door. All right, you walk through this door, and it was like this bar right here. I think it's like this one. Yep. Well, it didn't have a pool table, but it looked kind of like this. It was like, oh, but this joint had somebody playing jazz. They had a drummer. They had a singer. I think that was it. I don't know if it's a pianist or not, but a pianist. And that's pretty people was dressed up, white folks. White folks dressed up in 1920s outfit. I'm like, okay, let's just keep it real. Y'all had slaves at this time. All right, y'all was calling us niggas at this point. You know what I mean? It was something like this. You know what I mean? And so, that's what I went for my birthday this past year. Me and my wife went. I was like, all right, that's cool. That's what's up. And I was just like, oh, this is a real speakeasy. They dress with the knickers and stuff. So, if you have a speakeasy in your town, man, I don't know where you live at, fam. But it's just an experience. Take your girl there. You know what I mean? Take your side there. You know what I mean? How many sides go into a speakeasy? You know, hey baby, let me just take you to this speakeasy. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you gotta hide that side. You know? So did that dirty laundry. So for the first time, but it was in Dallas. Did that, man. Went to Houston for the first time. H-Town. Never been to Houston, man. Never had a show in Houston. Never had a rap show in Houston. Never performed at all in Houston. Never had a reason to go. My boy lives there. He's been there for 10 years. He moved there when I moved in LA, but I don't know. When you in LA, man, your nose is just to the grindstone, you know, and it's just like, you ain't got time. And I don't know, man. I should have went out there years ago, but my Lord. Fellas, I just implore you, if you ain't doing nothing else, make sure you take a trip to Houston. You know what I mean? And I was only there for 24 hours. So I definitely want to go there, do market research, and I'll probably go back. I want to bring Flow State there. So I didn't have a chance to talk to any theaters out there about Flow State. But I did talk to the people. You know what I mean? They was like, yo, man, what? Hip-hop improv? Yeah, you need to bring that here. So Flow State the class, Flow State the show. Yeah, I want to bring that out to Houston, man. And but I need to be in Houston longer than 24 hours. That was the plan. It got switched on me. Got a chance to check out the University of Houston football game. That was pretty cool, man. I never been, University of Houston. I graduated from East Carolina, ECU, right? But Houston is not our rivals. North Carolina State is. But Houston always beats us in everything. They beat us in football. They beat us in basketball. So I got this hate for Houston University, all right? University of Houston. But it was a nice campus, man. It was a nice campus. I ain't gonna lie. It was a nice campus. I was just like, okay, Houston. And then the band was playing black music. I was just like, but it was white people there in the band. And they were playing like Bun B and Bootsy. And I'm like, it was like my mind. It's like when you go to a fusion restaurant. You go to a fusion restaurant. I went to this fusion restaurant in San Francisco. It was like Indian and Filipino. Two things I don't eat. Right? It was Burma love. And my co-worker took me there. And I'm just like, all right, you know what I mean? I'm at that point right now in life, like I just roll with it. Like it's just gonna be a random night. I just may just randomly be somewhere. I'm on my Dave Chappelle, Andre 3000 right now. I just want to like randomly show up in Canada, in Toronto or Montreal, Parlez-vous en français. Like maybe I just randomly show up in Paris. Like, look, this is what it is. At a bowling alley in Paris. I don't know if Paris got bowling alleys. So, yeah, man, I just went to Houston, University of Houston, man. It was a nice campus. They had Ice Spice on a pink American flag, though. I got a problem with that. So, but yeah, man, Texas was cool. Everybody was showing me love. They were just showing me love in Houston. I went to Turkey Leg Hut, and you guys don't know what Turkey Leg Hut is. All I know is from social media. Turkey Leg Hut. Let me just try to bring that up. Turkey Leg Hut. This joint was fire, bruh. I seen on Instagram people talking about Turkey Leg Hut. This joint right here, they make turkey legs and they put all kinds of stuff on top of it. Macaroni, crawfish macaroni and cheese. They got these scrimps up on that thing, bruh. You know what I mean? And so I had like the turkey meat. I don't know where it is. I had like the turkey meat and, but it was like a turkey bowl. It was like a bowl and you put turkey meat on top of it. And it was fire. It was like this. This is what it was. It was similar to it, but that's salmon though. So Turkey Leg Hut got popular on Instagram, and it started by this woman in Houston, and she got it popping. And then her husband, who was in jail, he came out of jail, and he joined it. Right? He joined it, put his face on top of there, and he started running Turkey Leg Hut. Now the crazy part is, bruh, I learned from people from Houston. They said the Turkey Leg Hut, everybody blew it up on Instagram. I don't know. Keith Lee was in Houston right now. He didn't hit the Turkey Leg Hut. He hit everything else but the Turkey Leg Hut, I think. But first of all, it's a vibe. I went there early on Sunday, so we're not a lot of people there. I did post some pictures on my Instagram today, and it was fire though, man. I wasn't on a Friday night, Saturday night, but here's the crazy thing here's the tea. There's a bar down the street that we went to. It was lit. 15. I'm gonna get it right. That joint had it. I ain't never been to a bar that had like senior citizens and millennials and Gen Z. I think they all were in this bar. I was like, where am I? You know what I mean? Like women with gray hair, gray dreads, dudes with gray beards, like gray, not like a touch of gray. Gray, but they playing Bootsy, they playing, Big Tut, they're playing Yellow Beezy, and everybody just like vibing. Of course, they got hookah. You know what I mean? I don't do no hookah, nothing like that, but I'm just saying, I was like, oh God, I'm in the establishment that got hookah. Get a table with a hookah. So that joint is fire, man. And so what happened is someone hit me to the game. What happened is somebody, they say the rumor is the Turkey Leg Hut dude was jealous of, the dude down the street that was at 5015. And he set it on fire and blew it up during the pandemic. I was like, what? So they tell me this story. He blows up, literally, blows up or sets it on fire, this bar down the street, because I guess they didn't want the competition, but it's not even the same. But that bar does have food, though. They have food. I saw the wings. Wings look good. I ain't gonna lie. Them flats, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's the rumor there. And then now the new rumor is that the Turkey Leg Hut, the dude and the girl, they getting a divorce. You know what I mean? So it's just, people just, and I don't think they've been championing like, oh yeah, black love power couple, but they just been championing Turkey Leg Hut in general. So that's what people in Houston told me, but I gotta like be in Houston to gather more intel, but that's what the Houston folks told me. A couple of folks told me that's how it went down. Yeah, man, Turkey Leg Hut, man, it was pretty fire. They had Thug Passion. That's a drink. I say Thug Passion. Really? That's what we doing? So shouts out to Turkey Leg, man. Shouts out to Houston, man. I got to finally see some swangers. I ain't never seen swangers. I heard Paul Wall, Slim Thug rap about it all the time. Mike Jones, Swisher House. We ride on them swangers. You know what I mean? And Bun B, Pimp C. And you as a kid, you always saw this stuff on TV. It's like you only see some of these cities, just like LA. You only see these stuff on TV. But when you finally see it in person, like when I went to LA and I saw a palm tree, like I ain't never seen a palm tree till I got out here. You know what I mean? Like I didn't go to Miami. I ain't never went to Florida. I just went to Florida for the first time last year to Miami. And that was my first time going. So it's the first time I ever seen a palm tree. Other than that, I just saw it on TV, man. So it's my first time seeing some swangers, you know what I mean? And I was like, yo, some crazy long swangers, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, that it was cool, man. But I am gonna go back to do more market research, connect with the people, man. I just like to, Houston was, I don't like to say it, man. Houston, I mean, I wasn't there long enough, but my assessment for 24 hours is like Houston is like, it was giving me Atlanta without the Rainbow Coalition. That's what I told my boy. You know what I mean? Like without the Rainbow Coalition taking over everything, and I lived in Atlanta a couple of times. You know what I mean? I was just like, okay, all right. It was just like, I was liking what I was seeing. And I only went to 2 establishments in University of Houston, but just rolling around the city, I'm like, okay, all right. Seemed like a lot of money. Houston people can dress. The women can dress. Some people got some oil money. I don't know. And people got like, same thing in LA. You see fancy cars, right? New Corvette. That Yaris. People taking Ubers though. Let's keep it real. People was out there taking Ubers. I went to 4 joints. I should say 4 places. So Houston definitely, man, is definitely a vibe though. It definitely a vibe. I was like, okay. It gave me like I don't want to say a down south LA because I didn't get a chance to like really, you don't want to give somebody that crown. Like people like to call Atlanta the Black Hollywood, but you got to be careful with that. But I think I think it earns it now with all the production. When Marvel came there and everything, I think that Marvel doesn't just cast black people, but I just think that now it's just, a lot of stuff gets filmed in Atlanta for their tax breaks. So, there's an issue. I was talking about filming in Houston, and I was just, asking people and stuff. Texas does have issues with their filming. It's not enough. Texas, come on, what y'all doing, man? You know what I mean? It's not enough. I don't know what California is, still not enough either. Tax breaks. It's no state tax. Yes. So you do your taxes. You pay for federal, you don't pay for state. All right. We already know state's not too crazy anyway. But when it comes to filming, it's much to be desired. I just say that. You know what I mean? Like you got to spend a couple of mil. You got to be Gary F. Gray to film. I'm like, I'm a small guy. So when it comes to like filming, benefits. So I don't know. I just got to think about that, man, business wise, man. So that was Houston, man. Shouts out to Houston, man. Everybody, you know what I mean? Sam Houston. Shout out to Sam Houston, man. Big statue, man. And so, yeah, I did that, man. But let's talk about T.I.'s son. We already know, man. You probably already seen it up here. Standing on business. I stand on business. So I saw this, man, T.I.'s son. And what happened is I was excited. The Atlanta Falcons, they had a game where they honored 50 years of hip hop, which is dope. I don't think anybody else did that. But of course, Atlanta is a hub for music, for black music and hip hop music. Definitely. So they honored it with some of the classic Atlanta hip hop artists. Not Outkast, because Andre 3000 out here playing the flute. But they had Ludacris coming down from the air in some harness. They had Bone Crusher. I think they had Goody Mob. They had T.I. And here is the problem. Okay, let's get to the problem here. So T.I.'s about to perform and stuff. So I think what happened is with Young King, you know what I mean? Young King, man. I think it was something where some guy interacted with him. I don't know who it was, but it was some guy interacted with him, and he had a problem with it. And then T.I. and them was just joking about it, and then it turned serious. And then like King like, yo, I stand on business. T.I. said, do you ever grow up with a roach in your ear? Did you ever wake up with a roach in your ear? Then you did not do that. King was like, I was at my grandma's house. You guys, I was at my grandma's house and you guys were filming this show and you asked me to come over. That's when I came over, but I stayed at my grandma's house. He was like, because you were always crying to go over there. You would hold your face and turn blue. And, it's just like, so then next King and T.I. started like arguing and Tiny's there. And he just like, y'all ain't protect me, bruh. I stand on business. I stand on business. You can drop me anywhere. I stand on business. I'm a grown man. I stand on business. Stand on business. So it's as you get older, man, you see it's weird seeing like the people you grew up on, kids, grown up. That's when you start getting like old. Like I always say, and we said this before in the Kenyon Long Podcast, like when you grow up with an NBA player, like when you see them, like they're a rookie and then their child is in the NBA as a rookie, you are officially old. I don't care if you had them in high school. I don't care if you had them the second year in college. You are officially old when you see that kid is in the NBA. Like, oh man, I'm old. I remember when that kid was 7 years old crying. We all remember King on The Family Hustle. Now look, I ain't watched The Family Hustle. I'm gonna be honest with you. I only saw like a little bit, but let's just see. My King right here. Oh, we got that. We gotta respect my people.
We don't do that, Atlanta. That's why he gonna miss. We don't do that, Atlanta.
And this is just him there, I guess after the altercation. And so I don't know, man. He's definitely a cheerleader for Atlanta. And he's standing on business. Let's be honest with you, as we do it every year, and I need to go ahead and do that episode. We are going to retire some words. It's always new slang that black folks make up. All right. It could be women. Usually it's women that they make up that, we got to retire. Because by the end, you guys run it into the ground, social media, everybody that copies them, and I get sick of it. Now, I feel like standing on business didn't start in the beginning of the year. We got the NFL players saying it. I'm standing on business. But woo, I'm going to keep that in. Woo, that bless me. I feel like it didn't start. I feel like it didn't start till like the beginning of the NFL season, but it needs to retire. After King said that 1,000 times, it needs to retire. That's another slang that needs to retire. I'm standing on business. That needs to retire. Another thing that needs to retire is I seen girls and women on TikTok. When I see this, I immediately keep scrolling. When I see women do this, when they do this thing, scroll. Fellas, if she's doing this, she too young. I'm just telling you right, I'm going to be honest with you. Is she bringing out the L's and no. Immediately no. It's a no. Trust me. Ask Josh Giddey. It's a no. And we'll get to that. It's a no. We haven't talked about It's Giving. I thought I retired It's Giving last year. But that needs to retire too. I just said it because it's a joke. But It's Giving, I should have been retired last year. And I'm looking on TikTok and I see women saying that. And when you see a young girl and you talk to her in real life, like this girl, the bartender at Turkey Lake Hut, she's like, "Oh well, it's giving." I said, when she says it's giving, that's the ick. It's like that was the word. That was the phrase last year, 2022. That was the phrase. Y'all made it up, and y'all ran with it, and y'all ran it into the ground. Well, it's, and y'all had like, it's giving. Well, it's right. So I feel like when it comes to these phrases that y'all make up, wherever y'all get it from, y'all need to retire by December. It has to go. Because people on TikTok done did it. People on YouTube done did it. People on Instagram done did it. People on Facebook done said it, right? Not just famous people, like everybody else who got content creators, whatever. The mailman, it's giving you tipping me for Christmas. You know what I mean? And when white folks say it, that's when you know it's a rap. That's when you know your phrase or your slang is a rap. When white people say it. When white people say it, it's a rap. I watched the Duke versus North Carolina game. You already know Bull City. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Bull City. I got the Durham Bulls hat on. Bull Durham. And, Duke lost to Arkansas. But during that game, and I went both. I went to HBCU and I went PWI, man. But watching Arkansas play swag surf, and it's like, but a bunch of white people was just like, I don't know, they just going back and forth. I was like, we got to retire swag surf, man. You know what I mean? Because white people done got it. Once white people get a hold of something, we got to let it go. Other than Dave Chappelle, right? White people got to hold the Dave Chappelle first, and then black people came along second. All right, but we love Dave Chappelle, so we're not giving him up. But when it comes to slang, and we got to give it up, man. Or songs. My wife knows the song that I hate is Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Now, when the song came out, we was young, and black people was dancing to it like, oh, okay, na 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 na, no no no. It was a song. It was on the radio. We was dancing to it. This is how we do it. We just like it was black people loved it, right? A hit. Montel Jordan, Pastor Montel, which I went to his church in Atlanta. Pastor Montel, we love it. But when a song becomes a hit so much that it does go outside the black people and it crosses over like AI, and then it goes to pop radio. And then when pop radio gets it, it's a rap. White folks going to be playing This Is How We Do It at their weddings. They're going to be playing it at their bar mitzvahs, their bat mitzvahs. They're going to be playing it wherever, right? At their family functions, at their events that they're holding for mega conferences, maybe a white church redoes it. This is how Jesus do it. They're gonna take over it. Because when white people get a hold of something, they just take it. Just like United States of America. They just like, you know what? Native Americans, this is a lot of land here. Let me give you this blanket. You ever heard of a blanket before? Have this blanket. Have this blanket. This smallpox blanket. And just like, you know about the measles? Do you know about the measles? And so white people get stuff, they just take over, man. They just take over, man. And it doesn't stop. And look, white people, we don't blame you. You just like something a lot. You love hip hop. Godfrey just said it on his podcast. He just said it on his podcast. He's like, look, man, black people, they like me, but they don't come support me when in my shows. Godfrey said that, man. He's like, yo, my show should be sold out. And he is right. I was watching Godfrey when I was in college. And he is right, man. He's like been doing it for 20 something years. Dude's like 50 years old, and he does 2-hour shows, 1 hour shows, 1 hour and a half shows. Like, he does it. So he has earned that right to have a sold out show everywhere. But he's like, white folks, they support. They come out in droves and support, a Theo Vaughn, Andrew Schultz, and I like Schultz, you know what I mean? But yeah, they come out and support in droves. And as a rapper, we rapped like, for our people. But we did want the white boys to buy the music, you know what I mean? Like, we wanted that. And so it's just like, I don't know why white people support so hard. I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't know why white people support, but they do. They would stand out in the rain. White people love Travis Scott. They love Travis Scott. They love him, man. I'm just like, you see white folks, they just losing their mind. I think white folks definitely made Travis Scott, because I heard his name a little bit and it wasn't even bubbling yet. And he was doing a new style. I was like, okay, that's all right. His name is Travis Scott. Everybody was doing the full name, rapper name. And I heard the music and it was like different. I was like, okay, it's kind of like a sing-songy vibe type of thing. But next thing you know, white folks got a hold of Travis Scott and they did not let go. And he's from Texas. I get it. But they did not let go. And I'm just like, who? Travis Scott? And they were going crazy over him. And black folks, we need y'all to go crazy. That's what we need. We need y'all to go crazy. So, like King did, you know what I mean? Get your hands off me, bruh. And so T.I. chokes King out. And he just said, you can't do nothing with me, man. And, man, T.I., man, he's just being a great dad. That's all, man. So shouts out to T.I., man. You see him in the A, around town. So shouts out to T.I., man. He's being a great dad. Sometimes you got to check your son. You know what I mean? Trying to buck up on you. So, but these kids are new, man. These new generation kids are new, man. I don't even know if I can Hey, I, actually, I just thought about that. I don't even know. I don't even know I wanna talk about your boy because YouTube will mess around and strike your boy, man. I get banned all the time. So YouTube already took an episode down from the Kenyon Long show. They took an episode down, and I don't even, I don't even try. And they took my episode down. So look, man, I'm gonna let that, I let that last topic go. This is how we do it. Na 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 na. I know it's gonna be stuck in your head, so I keep saying it. That's why I keep saying it, man. Shouts out to Montel Jordan. He said he retired, but he still be doing shows. I'm like, okay, which one is it, Pastor? Which one is it? You stopped doing shows? Are you just in the pulpit? Which one? Like, I saw that you had a show with Deborah Cox. Which one is it, Montel Jordan? Let us know. Let us know. Yeah, man. So that's what it is. No. I'm glad, man, to be here, man. Every day is a blessing, man. Every day is a blessing. It's a blessing. I didn't have a wacky news episode this time. But let's talk about this. The 49ers and the Eagles. That's right, man. Bang bang Niner gang, man. 49ers, Eagles. I wish I was at that game, but I would be probably in a fight with people. I'm not gonna lie. Philadelphia, I heard you guys are rowdy. And I'm excited for the 49ers to play because last year the 49ers, man, and you guys, don't sit here and say I'm a bandwagon. I'm a Florida State football fan. I'm glad they won. I've been one since I was a kid. I wanted to play at Florida State. Receiver, I wanted to be like Deion actually. And Deion's not a receiver, but I wanted to be like Jerry Rice. And so the Eagles are going against Florida. The Eagles are going against the 49ers. And yeah, man, that game last year in the playoffs, man, that was just, I didn't even know what I was watching. All right. Because Jimmy Garoppolo gets hurt. Jimmy G gets hurt. The next thing you know, Brock Purdy steps up. Oh, was that Trey Lance? Trey Lance steps up. Trey Lance gets hurt. You know what I mean? And then, was it Brock Purdy come in? Did he get hurt? I don't know. It was everybody's getting hurt. And then we had like Josh Johnson. And then next thing you know, like we had Christian McCaffrey trying to be a quarterback. Like that game, it just, oh man, it's just bad. Like I know I heard the 49ers don't want to talk about that game, man. It was crazy. It was crazy. I've never seen that ever happen in my life. In my long-legged life, I never seen it happen. Never. And so the 49ers are playing the Eagles, man. I won't be at the game. But, shouts out to the faithful that'll be out there. And the 49ers are favorite, bro. You know what I mean? Like, the Eagles haven't been playing that great. They be eking out these wins. But this is the only team that I fear. I feel like Kansas City is down. They're definitely down. And I feel like the Eagles, they're great. Right? They only lost once, though. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter, right? A win is a win. A win is a win. Like if you eke out a win in the Super Bowl, it's a win. You're still going to get that trophy. You're going to get that Lombardi. And I just feel like that's the only team I fear. We haven't gone against a lot of running quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts, and the Eagles can keep scoring. They can score 35 points, easy. And so they got the tush push, Jason Kelsey. So this is the only team I fear. This was the team that was in the way last year. And the 49ers have to find a way to beat the Eagles. They got to. And just because you beat them in this regular season game doesn't mean you're going to beat them in the playoffs, right? But they didn't even get to see what we had. They didn't. They didn't get to see it. And then Brock is a new quarterback. They didn't get to see him. And so, yes, they got tape on him now. But they didn't even get to see it. They didn't get to see us. And when you lose two quarterbacks like that, you just defeated. The team's defeated. The defense defeated. And so Philadelphia had their play day. But guess what, baby? Guess what? It's Niner gang, baby. Bang, bang, Niner gang. That's what it is now. Now we in Philly. We don't care about no dang on Genos. We don't care about Genos. F Genos. And the other one. We don't care about no cheesesteak. Because guess what? People in Philly, they don't even eat cheesesteaks. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I heard y'all don't even eat cheesesteaks like that. So let me know, man. You know, I don't know if but I saying all that, I don't know if the Niners gonna win. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if they're gonna win, man. I really don't. I want them to win. I do, but I don't know if they're gonna win. This is the only team I fear. The Chiefs also, they always find a way to win. But if the 49ers can figure out how to beat the Eagles, then I feel good. I mean, I'm not like, yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl. But I just feel like, okay, this is just the first game. We'll see you guys in the playoffs. But it's important to get that dub because the 49ers need that home field advantage. We need that home field advantage. We don't want to go to Philly. We don't want to go to Philly. And that would be a game I'd like to go to. 49ers playoff game. Never been to one. I would like to go to that. Them tickets might be a little high. So 49ers, holla at your boy. Bringing the influencer on. You know what I mean? Holla at your boy. Somebody got some 49 tickets. Holla at me. You know what I mean? Send me a DM on IG, Kenyon Long. Hook a brother up. You got somebody in the office that work for the 49ers. Tell them to holla at me. I've met somebody. I met the social media guy. What's his name? Gabe. I met him. I tried to get something done, but we didn't get the deal done. So, I'm just like, all right, I don't know what else to do, bro. I did skits with the 49ers shirt on or something. I'm like, man, I don't know what else to do. You know what I mean? Jersey on. And, come on, 49ers. Bring your boy in. Y'all bringing in Saweetie. Is she really a Niner fan or is she just from the Bay? You know what I mean? Like, I ain't never heard her say she was a Niner fan. But now y'all bring her in like, oh, she's wearing a Niners jersey. I'm like, okay. Come on, y'all. Y'all brought in Dr. Disrespect. No disrespect for Dr. Disrespect. No disrespect, man. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, come on, man. You know what I mean? He, that was fun. He threw the, 60-yard football. That's cool. The 60-yard bomb. That's cool. No disrespect to Dr. Disrespect. But come on, holla at your boy. Holla at your boy, man, who grew up a 49er fan. So, we excited, man. I'm excited to see that game. I don't know. I'm going to watch it at home or, I am going to watch it at home. So, I'll be watching that game at home, not at like B-dubs. So, let me know who you got. You watching this. Who you got, 49ers versus Eagles. Is it bang, bang, Niner gang, baby? And yeah, man, I'm excited about that, man. So, like I say, no shows for the rest of the year, but you could always go to patreon.com/Kenyon Long and become a Patreon, man. Become a Patreon, man. I need to get this Patreon cracking right now, man. So pay what you want. There's the $5 tier and other tiers as well. So check out Flow State. I have a couple of the shows up there, man. It's hip hop improv, man. I produced it here in Hollywood, and we could be coming to a city near you, man. So let me know. People have been telling me, oh, bring it back home to North Carolina. Like I said, Texas, Houston, saying like, yo, bring it here to Houston. Dallas, maybe coming to Dallas as well with Flow State. So I'm working on producing that live show. I'm working on writing, a show for digital. And yeah, these digital shows, man. Battle Snacks, man, on my YouTube channel, Kenyon Long. You should check it out, man. And the skits as well. Like I said, we always still do skits, but now trying to roll into some digital shows here, some longer digital shows. And so that's what I do love, like coming up with these digital shows and scaling production for sets. So, looking at studios all over the country. I don't care where it is. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's in Topeka, Kansas. All right. So looking at that, man, maybe doing a Flow State in Atlanta as well. So right now, December is working on a lot of that. Well, this is November right now that we recording this live. November, 30th? So, but December, man, is looking like a lot of stuff that, we just working on, man, and for the new year. And new locations, man. You know what I mean? So I'm super excited about that, man. But yeah, still trying to get my rest because it's been a crazy 5 months. Not just say crazy 5 months. Crazy 5 months, So been doing some stand up here and there. I know people want to see stand up. I put stand up clips out there, man. So I've been working on stand up as well. Um, but I just thought about like, I really is it to be a stand-up comedian or is it just a flex of writing jokes? So I don't know. I just still want to be able to be like, oh, you know, I went up some places. So here in LA, you just kind of got to do a lot. I'm doing an improv show, I'll do some stand up here and there, and doing skits and producing shows and then writing a show. And so, all the big guys do this. So it's nothing different. But my thing is just concentrate on YouTube, really. So all these type of shows I'm bringing to YouTube, man. And no music right now. No new placements this year. It's been a down year for music, I should say. Down year, definitely. With no big placements this year. So just trying to reanalyze music itself. Personal music, where I want to go. Rap is in a particular place. So, my lips look ashy in the mud, bro. They look ashy, man. So yeah, man. Maybe music next year, man. This may be the first year I haven't done any new tracks. But I think yeah. So maybe new music next year. I just got to get into that zone. You know what I mean? I do feel Andre 3000 about that. Like when you're in rapper mode, you're inspired by another rapper. I may hear, and there's a lot of dope rappers. I'm tired of you guys saying this. Like, your Spotify gives you rappers, and Apple Music too. I really like Apple Music because they was giving me artists that I never heard of, and there's dope artists out there. I think people are thinking about rap music because they're thinking about the radio, and who listens to the radio? Let's just keep it real, fam. And you're thinking about the people that's on the radio that's at these award shows, and it's just like, and I'm not talking about the independent songs y'all play in your city. Like, shouts out to those rappers. But I'm just saying, like, y'all talking about the radio. But you go on Spotify, it's dope music out there, bro. Y'all got a crate dig. You got a digital crate dig. It is dope rappers out there. It is dope rappers. And R&B singers, too. You know what I mean? Like Cleo Soul, fire. Now, look, Victoria Monet album was fire, though. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? But you really gotta... we used to crate dig back in the day, but you really got a digital crate dig. I like listening to a song. I hear a rapper that's featured on this rapper song, and then I go to that rapper. That's how I found out about Stove God Cooks. I said, oh, this dude got a dope flow. And I know he was on Griselda, and the next thing you know, I was like, oh, this dude is like one of my favorite rappers. You know what I mean? Of the year back then, 2022. And so, still is. He's the dope rapper. So I just implore you, like, when you see somebody else on the song, go to that artist page and just see how many songs they get. I don't care if they got like 5 or 6, so just digital crate dig for real, man, because there's dope music out there. I know there's tons of music out there, but like, don't get confused about what good music is out here. I don't care about what's on the radio, what's on Billboard, what's on Apple Music 100. I don't really care about that. And then overseas too, you know what I mean? Like, you just need to digital crate dig. I don't care what the genre is. I don't care. It could be any genre. Just digital crate dig. Don't just go for the playlist. The playlist is by the record labels that pay to put their artist on the playlist. Then Spotify will curate some of them and toss some artists that they like. But all these artists got a record deal. So, make sure you do your own digital crate dig. Don't just be a gnome and go to the playlist that Spotify curated. I don't care if you got to use ChatGPT to use a Spotify plugin and come up with some stuff, but just digital crate dig, man. I know we don't have album liner notes and CDs anymore, but this is the way for you to learn music. And maybe I should teach this class. You know what I mean? How to digital crate dig. That could be a class. How to digital crate dig, man, because people are just they're hungry for real music. And I'm just, this is why Tubi's popular. Well, yeah, because people are just like, you know what? I don't know what to watch on TV that's new, so they'll just go to like some old shows, some old movies. Well, Tubi got these old shows, so you just go to that. But I'm just saying the newer artists still need your support. So definitely just kind of like digital crate dig and let the algorithm a little bit show you some stuff of artists you may like, but try to get to those names that you don't know. Like, oh, okay. That's what I like to do. Like, oh, and the Discover on Spotify, I really don't like it because they'll play songs that's like old, like 20 years old. I'm like, why is this in Discover? I only want to discover new stuff. It'd be songs that I've heard of 20 years ago, 30 years ago in the 90s. Like, I already heard this. Like, I need new stuff. I need to discover new stuff. So make sure, once again, make sure you don't just go to the Discover when it comes to Spotify, man. Just type in the artist you like and then, try to do a playlist that's similar and then try to look at some other names that's on the song and tap, tap, tap. You know what I mean? So that's up with that, man. And yeah, man, Kenyon Long IG, Kenyon Long YouTube channel, man. The support, we already crossed over 1,080. So we already crossed over 1,080, man. So we cranking now, man. But we got to get that longer form content. So we just gonna be working on that, man. Producing and working with people, man. But it's just been slow to try to get people together, man. Working with people ain't easy, man. It ain't easy because they don't work like me. Tyler Perry shoot a whole season in a week. You know what I mean? Now I don't shoot that crazy, but you got to be ready to work when you come with me. So if not, you BS, and I'm like, all right, man, okay. I just move on. You know what I mean? I don't even waste time. I just like, all right, bro, okay, all right. Oh man, you wanted to do it today? Oh man, I gotta take my dog to the vet. Oh, bro, can we reschedule, bro? Hey, bro. So yeah, man. So I'm, way more collabs, bigger shows on YouTube, man, in digital space. Next year, but definitely this year. Still, we got more time left, man. I'm not gonna just, me. I don't just sit here and be like, oh well, next year. So yeah, I'm gonna get that rest that I need, man, and to rejuvenate, and then still bang out to the rest of the year, man. So follow me over there, man. Hit that link tree, man. Support me on all the links, man. Definitely. Go to the Amazon store as well. Kenyon Long Podcast is available on all podcast platforms. So listen to the audio, baby. We went to about an hour, as they say in the South. You went about an hour. I'm like, dang. So shouts out to you guys for checking me out, man. Shouts out to you who's watching me right now, man. I appreciate it, man. Twitch at Kenyon Long, man. I can't promise that I'll be on Twitch every week, but we can. Maybe so. We'll try to do like once a week. Get back on Twitch, man, because I like this type of live streaming. I was live on TikTok for 6-7 months, and so I haven't been live again on TikTok. So Kenyon Long Podcast, baby. Check me out everywhere, and check out the next episode.